Thank you all for letting me do what I love. And in a couple of months, I will see you guys on the next one. See ya. You know why I'm wearing this right now? It's because I don't want you to see my bald head. Some great news, everyone. I have finally finished basic military training. It's crazy to think about how... Oh, I got a YouTube comment from... Who the heck is Quinn K? Quinn K. Okay. Oh, I must have commented on someone's video. I don't know. Anyways, I finally finished with basic training. It's crazy to think about how it's already been... I need coffee. It's crazy to think about how it's already been 2 months since my last video. So I'm sure that some of you are wondering what my training was like, what basic military training for the Air Force is like. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit how my experience was. On October 12th, I got on that plane to go to Lackland Air Force Base in Texas. Once we landed, I got on the bus and was on the way to BMT. I sat there in the bus quietly, contemplating my decisions and mindlessly scrolling through Discord and YouTube comments, as that would be one of the last times I got to do that. Eventually, we arrived to the base and the rest was history.
Flight 031, led by Technical Sergeant Joshua Rodriguez, Military Training Instructor. Flight 029, led by Technical Sergeant Paul Zamaron.
Okay. Now that I have my life back, there's a bunch of things that I need to catch up on. Like, did you know that Facebook changed their company name to Meta? You probably did, but I didn't. So now that I'm in tech school, I get to have all these great things back, like an actual comfy bed. It may not look like much, but like, so like, I don't know, it's like 10 times more comfy than the ones we get at BMT. Like, it's like I can bounce, you know? Shoot, like it's a good bed. I get to have like all this stuff on my desk, like laptop I bought off of someone. It came with headphones. And oh, I bought this. He's pretty cool, you know? I got it at GameStop for like 10 bucks. And also, I love eating Taco Bell, you know? Taco Bell, they have a Taco Bell here on base and it's fantastic. Maybe I'll have this here for like decoration. So now that I am finally back, I can continue making YouTube videos. Starting with this. Boring. I've been reading up on all the nice comments you guys wrote for me and while I was away, and I thank you sincerely for them. You guys helped me get through some of the tougher days of BMT, so now that I'm back, let's get right to it. So I went to my local mini mall to pick up my Quest 2. I was also sort of hungry, so I ate some Popeyes. After that, I went back to my dorm very excited to unbox it. I wish I had a tripod or something. God. Woo! Yeah, they feel like Oculus controllers, you know? Okay, shoot, let me get this thing set up. After a really intense struggle trying to just connect to the Wi-Fi, I finally got it working, and the first thing I did was download VRChat. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Virtual Reality Show.
Whoa, bro! Bro, you're using a quest! Oh my god, you downgraded, motherfucker! Bro! How have you been?
I've been fantastic. I had a great time seeing my friends again. It was awesome. But back to the Quest 2. It's a standalone VR headset, meaning you do not need a PC in order to use one. What that also means is that you are completely wireless. No more wire messing around with your feet. That's probably my #1 complaint regarding PC VR headsets. I've always found myself messing around with it when I was playing on my index standing up, so I learned not to turn around in person when I'm playing games, but turn using the thumbstick instead. So going from the wired index to the wireless Quest 2 was pretty nice. However, there are some obvious downsides. Being a standalone headset, it has a battery life. And since I usually play VRChat, one of the most unoptimized games of all time, my headset runs out of battery about after 1 to 2 hours of playtime.
You're good?
I think I see it. It's not a lot, and it's one of my biggest gripes with it. To help with this, you can buy the Elite strap that comes with a battery bank, or you can just use Oculus Link and turn your Quest 2 into a PC VR headset. Or you can do what I do and just sit by a power outlet. The Quest 2 is really small and compact. Not to mention it's pretty light. It's got the regular head strap, which is not as comfortable as I would like it to be.
This freaking head strap, oh my god.
I'm definitely going to get myself an Elite strap in the future. A foam facial interface, and if you prefer silicone, it comes with it. 4 cameras for tracking and pass-through, a power button with an LED indicator, a USB-C port, an audio jack, volume buttons, and the microphone. The touch controllers that come with it are, well, they're fine. Compared to previous touch controllers, they're nothing too different in terms of the button placement and the general shape, but they do seem a bit bigger. I don't feel like it fits my hand as well as it used to, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal, and I'm sure I'll get used to it. Overall, they're great controllers. Much better than these, let me tell you. Yeah, for sure. The controllers also run on AA batteries and they last forever. After about a week of using them, they're not even close to running out. So let's talk about the tracking. The Quest 2 uses inside-out tracking to track the position of your headset and your controllers by using the 4 cameras embedded on the front. It's pretty impressive technology to me. It made the setup process go by so much easier. Some downsides to this, however, is that you always have to keep your controllers in view of the cameras for them to be tracked, which means that you can't reach behind your back for any reason. For some, it may not be such a big deal, but I do know that certain games do rely on you being able to pull a weapon out from behind your back or something. Or if I'm doing that magic trick from SpongeBob to people in VR chat, I'm not going to be able to do that on the Quest 2. Besides that, the tracking is fine. You're not going to get super precise laser tracking like you would with the Index, but then again, you don't have to go through the process of setting up base stations, which is cool. Now we're going to talk about the actual display of the Quest 2. The resolution for the display is pretty solid for a standalone headset, running at 1832 by 1920 per eye at 120Hz. The Quest 2 is pretty impressive. However, one thing I noticed upon putting on the headset was that the FOV is significantly smaller than the Index, with the Quest 2 having an FOV of 89 degrees and the Index having 130. I would have much preferred to see a higher FOV in the Quest 2, as that's something that I prioritize over the resolution of a display, but then again, it doesn't really bother me that much. It looks great overall. Even though on paper it has a higher resolution display than the Index, I still don't feel like it looks better. In Population 1, for example, it was pretty obvious to me that the Quest version is a lot more blurry. I found it difficult to spot out enemies in the distance. Of course, I'm sure it's due to the limitations of the hardware, and it was a change from the PC version to ensure that the game can run mobily. It also does not run at 120Hz as I'm used to. Yes, I know.
This is making it sharp because you spend a lot of money on a gaming PC and the Quest is super cheap.
I know. Regardless, I thought I should bring it up because I've heard some crazy claims from people in VR chat saying that games on the Quest 2 look better than PC VR because of the display. Is it though? Let's be serious here. It's obvious that games on the Quest 2 are not going to look nearly as good as they would on PC. Developers have to make sure that their games can run mobily. It's the same situation as a PS5 and a Nintendo Switch. The whole premise is that you can play it wherever you like. It's portable, and that is one big advantage of the Quest. I can take it anywhere I'd like and show my family or friends a taste of what VR can offer. But goddamn, you Quest kiddies are pissing me off, I swear. If I hear another person say that the Quest 2 looks better... One thing I should mention is the IPD adjustment. IPD stands for interpupillary distance, and it's basically the distance in between your eyes. This is important for virtual reality because you have to adjust the IPD on your headset in order to get a clear image. Having a misaligned IPD can cause things like a blurry image, eye strain, and dizziness. Most VR headsets that I've used have an IPD slider at the bottom to adjust the distance between the lens. On the Quest 2, you can change the IPD by moving the lens themselves. There are 3 different presets you can switch between. The first one is 58mm, the second one is 63mm, and the third one is 68mm. Ideally, you would want to choose the preset closest to your IPD. One of my favorite things about my Valve Index are the speakers that are attached to the head strap. It's pretty widely agreed upon that the Index has the best audio experience for any VR headset. The Quest 2 has small speakers built into the side of the head strap, and while it's not the best, I would much prefer having it over no audio at all. One complaint that I do have is that the audio leaks a lot.
You're laughing at me as if I actually did read this up.
I live in a dorm room with one other person and the walls here are very thin. So I'm definitely going to be buying myself a pair of earphones for the future. Since we're on the topic of audio, let's talk about the microphone on the Quest 2. This is the microphone for the Oculus Quest 2. This is the microphone for the Oculus Quest. And this is the microphone for the Oculus Rift. As you can see, it is surprisingly good. A lot better than my laptop mic. This is my laptop mic. After about a week of using this headset, here are my thoughts. The Quest 2 is an amazing headset for the price. It's perfect for someone like me who can't drill holes into the walls for base stations and only has so much time to play because I have classes I need to deal with. And my god, is hand tracking pretty cool. A little bit jank, but I love it anyways. It's really hard not to recommend this headset. I'm sure many of you wished and or got a Quest 2 for Christmas. And by the time I'm uploading this video, I'm in Miami, Florida, my hometown, having a great time with my family. It was awesome seeing my mom. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. But anyway, in a previous video of mine I said this. The Quest 2 is the most popular VR headset on Steam with 24% of VR users owning it. Today, that number is now 36% on Steam alone. VR is blowing up. It's becoming mainstream and I'm confident in saying that it's going to be a huge part of our future as a society. Stanford University even began offering a class entirely held in virtual reality. It's just a little sketchy that the people that are going to be leading this digital revolution is Facebook. This whole thing about a metaverse is somewhat new to me. Remember, I was gone for like 2 months.
Hey, stop moving around! Sir, we don't have
a whole separate universe in the virtual space. It's crazy to even think about. I mean, and this is some like sort of online. VR is gonna become integrated into our daily lives in who knows how many years. So now when I'm walking down the street and see someone with the visitor rank above their head, I know not to talk to them because I only talk to trusted users. I'm honestly a little worried, but what can I do? All I do is play games and study. We'll see what the future holds for VR and maybe I'll make a video about it or two. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or thoughts, don't be afraid to leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll see you on the next one.